What is up, ladies and germs? What's up? Holy late, dude. I set the timer to go off like 5 seconds before going live. Play horror games? I can't. It's a short stream today. I'm seeing my family for the day today. We're gonna do some stuff. So, shorter stream. Why are you holding your cup like that? What do you mean? That's a perfectly normal way to hold your cup. What are you talking about? Sweet home Alabama. Play Silent Hill F. I missed that boat. I missed that boat. I missed that boat, I think. What's that shirt? It's Aphex Twin. You know the Come to Daddy? You know the Come to Daddy song? It's a baseball tee. All right, let's wait for views to build up a little bit more. And then I do want to go over some stuff. I was told a very funny story as soon as I woke up this morning. But also, I want to try this this website I found called Voice Cell. What did you eat? I literally woke up. I got like a protein shake in. That's it. The views ain't building up. Shut up. Okay, I tell you what. Actually, let's do this in reverse because the views always take a bit to build. Oh, I sound like I'm coping so bad, man. I actually sound like I'm coping so bad. Let's get straight into React Andy, and then we'll do it in reverse. We'll do the stuff that I wanted to cover, like, after. Thank you, Cosmic, for the 15. How are you finding Melbourne? Really nice. Like, it makes the UK look like a third world country, man, unironically. Dolan's
Can you just say whatever you have to say quickly? I want to hear Dolan's version of it faster.
Wait, shall we? That's a good idea, actually. Shall we check out what Dolan's been up to? Welcome back to Slop Live. Today, I talked about something no one actually cares about, which is truly insane and crazy. What we got? Do I even bother uploading Slop anymore? I should just watch, like, Dolan's stuff on stream. What's the Moist Critical situation? Was that him being sued?
Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's Slopic is about Moist Critical. He recently put out a video called I'm Turning It Off, where he announced he was disabling the ability to donate to him on all platforms, disabling super chats and donations on YouTube, and he also disabled donations on Twitch, though is unfortunately unable to disable bits, so he's put that to an insanely high price to discourage people from donating. He's openly discouraged it for a long time and says that all his content is meant to be consumed for free, saying to please just watch it for free and don't waste money on him.
Wait a minute. He turned off, like, wait, he didn't turn off YouTube ads, right? There's no way.
Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's Slopic is about Moist Critical. He recently put out a video called I'm Turning It Off, where he announced he was disabling the ability to donate to him on all platforms.
Okay, he's not turning off video monetization. I was gonna say, that's like a good 400k a month just gone.
Disabling super chats and donations on YouTube, and he also disabled donations on Twitch, though is unfortunately unable.
Yeah, imagine if I did that. Imagine if I turned off the ability for people to donate. That'd be hilarious, right?
able to disable bits
Like you dork for the 30 months. It's literally just complaining about it and then immediately. Been a fan since 30 months though, damn. Been a fan since 2017. Hope you're good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Doing well.
So he's put that to an insanely
I'd be homeless in a week. Okay, guys, you fund the channel, but not that much, okay? Not that much.
high price to discourage people from donating. He's openly discouraged it for a long time and says that all his content is meant to be consumed for free, saying to please just watch it for free and don't waste money on him. And if you really want to donate, that you should donate it to a charity instead, as it would be a significantly better use of your money. He didn't
That is based. That is based.
mention it, but a few days ago, a South Korean streamer was actually tragically murdered by a viewer who donated $70,000 to her. So this may have also contributed to him finally deciding.
Oh, yeah, I covered that because the entire thing about that was she was unfortunately murdered by basically a parasocial, someone that gave her like an insane amount of money, and then thought that he could be in a relationship with her, was like very abusive. I mean, even friends and family knew of this guy's existence as well. Also, notice the failed connection, the laggy connection here. He uses float hacks, by the way, but he doesn't like to talk about it that much.
Starting to take the step.
Did you hear about Hassan's dog? Yes. I'm not... You think I wouldn't have heard about that? I just didn't bother covering it because Dolan and Critical already talked about it. There just wasn't really, you know, I'd just be repeating what they were saying, so not really much of a point.
To disable donations. It definitely helps prevent more parasocial relationships forming as well. Overall, it does seem like a pretty cool and selfless decision from Critical. I will, however, be going in the opposite direction and be encouraging you all to donate your life savings to...
Don't do that. Don't, I'm being serious. No one do that. No one do that. Unironically, he makes way too much money. He showed me his bank account statement. He makes 20 times what I make a month, and then he still made me pay for his food yesterday.
me. So
You don't need to give him money. You don't. You really don't.
I can put it all on black. Thanks.
All right, what else we got? Thank you, Badger, for the 5. Play Terraria. It's my 18th birthday. I am not playing the game that you need a Wikipedia page open on the second monitor, but happy 18th, man. Insane YouTube change. What's this one?
Welcome back to Slop Live. Today, Slopic YouTube just announced a new program where they're going to allow previously terminated creators the ability to join YouTube again, saying that starting from October the 10th, creators who are terminated can request the ability to make a new YouTube channel. No, they don't get their old channel back, but they do get the ability to start again from scratch. Creators that were terminated do have to wait an entire year after their channel termination to apply, and I'm not really sure how the system will work. People who are wrongfully or
Won't that just get clogged up with like bot accounts though,
Mr.
surely?
Pyro, sir, since you copied Charlie, can you do the same and refund me my money? I have no money to feed my
I'm not
baby
doing that.
brother.
No, I'm not doing I don't care that your kids cry, man. I'm not refunding
if we
anything.
don't get the money back, little Tim won't make it through the winter, please. If you're going to copy him, do it too.
Nah. Well, you got a kid, right? You can probably afford a PS5. Just use that to like give him warmth or something, yeah?
mistakenly
You can't afford a radiator.
terminated will probably never be able to build up what they
Thank you, Maestro, for the 38 months. Damn. Been a member for over 3 years. I didn't even realize it had been that long.
had if
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
they had no audience outside of YouTube, whilst most popular band creators ended up just moving to other platforms like Kick, so they'll probably have no problem starting again on YouTube. It also seems Sneeko actually benefited from this new system and got his channel back, but he didn't even have to make a new channel. His channel and his second channel just reappeared 3 years after they were terminated,
Damn.
with him beginning to post on them already, which just makes the whole thing more confusing, because why does he get his old channel back but everyone else has to make a new channel? Also, Andrew Tate tried to skip the queue, making a new
Yeah. To be expected.
channel without applying, and tweeting out, "Thank you, YouTube, for respecting free speech," with a link to his new channel. And his new channel,
The only thing I've said about Andrew Tate is like, he kind of fell off a bit. So now when he does, he just invites people over to his house to give them a liver punch, acting like he's a professional boxer.
lasted an entire 1 hour before it was terminated. It's hard to know why they just decided to roll this program
I mean, what was he actually proficient in? Was it MMA or kickboxing?
out now. But
But all I see is like, he does actually know how to fight, right? Like he's been trained for it. But all he will do is go over. He'll invite people over that'll be like, I can beat up Andrew Tate. And he'll just do the liver punch. Because that is the one thing that will just like instantly kill you.
But I assume it may be related.
It was kickboxing. Yeah.
2 weeks ago when they had to pay Trump $25 million for suspending his channel.
Thank you, Doge. The 6. Utopia is my favorite video. Do you have a cat? I used to have like a bunch of cats when I was younger. But they all fell off. That was like when I was 10 or something. Twitter had a meltdown over this tweet.
Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's Slopic, completely normal things are happening on Twitter. Jax Films, one of the YouTube OGs, made a tweet that simply said, when the fajitas come out sizzling. Well,
I love when Jax Films tweets because he's such a boomer, but he knows how to perfectly balance that kind of level of irony. Like anyone else posts that, you're getting turned into a Wojak. But he has this way of like perfectly balancing that fine line.
whilst doing a goofy pose.
Milkiplier got married? That's crazy.
Referencing this meme that went viral last week with Link from Red and Link.
When the fajitas come out sizzling. I've seen that meme so many times. Hasn't that been circulating around for like the past 5 years?
Saying, when them fajitas come out sizzling.
I like how impact memes were like some of the OG memes. They got called unfunny. They died. And then they came back ironically.
Well, this tweet attracted a lot of interesting people on Twitter, calling Jack slurs in the replies. As you can see in the replies, there's just 3 tweets.
Honestly, any tweet that goes viral, this always happens, without a doubt. This always happens.
In a row that all violated Twitter's rules against hateful conduct.
Like if you said something that bad that even like Twitter had to take the tweet down, you know it was like really bad. Thank you, Invader, for the 5. It's my 26th birthday. Please drop the Funga video. I mean, Funga's... I mean, we're trying to aim for Fear and Hunger for December now. I literally had a call last night with a different company to get a set built. And honestly, dude, this set is going to, like, blow the Half-Life 3 one out the water. It's going to have, like, a bunch of glowing stuff. We've got the ritual circle. We've got that little throne that you sit on, like, at the end of the game. Like, masterpiece.
This one.
I can't wait. But I don't have anything to show yet. But yeah.
Saying your physique is pathetic and shrimpy for a male in his prime.
What? Your receding hairline isn't funny or ironic. It's a sign of weak genetics.
Receding hairline isn't funny or ironic. It's a sign of weak genetics and an even bigger sign of an unhealthy
Thank you, Squid, for joining.
Lifestyle. And we got this insane quote tweet, which I think attracted these people, saying, it's incredible that these people exist, but they really do. These are the people who justify the demographic replacement of Western countries in terms of the variety of street food and how many different kinds of fried meat and...
This is the problem with Twitter as well. Like, if you reply to something or quote something, it's so easy to bridge a gap between a completely different algorithm that never would have seen it. Like, I know I mentioned this before, but there was like this fat furry artist called like Fatty Dragonite, and he posted like some fat art or something, and then I replied to him for a bit because you know everyone tags me in all the fat stuff. Like eventually I kind of broke and I was like, ah, fuck it, and then I replied to him, and I said like, oh, this is great, and then I replied to myself again saying wrong account because haha, I get it, he's on the wrong account, and the guy just got flooded with hate, and the worst thing is, the people that were like shitting on him. Like, they didn't even follow me. It was a completely different community. But obviously, me replying to that tweet made it mainstream. And then obviously, the first thing I did is like reach out in DMs. And I was like, shit, I'm sorry, man. Like, I feel really bad about that. But that was, yeah, after that, I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again. Like, if there's any chance that like something could get bridged or go viral, like...
vegetables in a flatbread they can buy.
Justified? Oh, yeah, I mean, like, you know, someone can be like, haha... funny, fat, bad, but they were like actually wanting the guy to die, like sending him death threats. And it's like, dude, it's a fat furry, like chill out. You find it disgusting? Like, okay, fair enough, but like, don't need to send death threats.
Like, it is not that deep.
Thank you, G. Did you ban Mr. Larry? Thank you for the 5. I don't know who that is.
Man,
who is that?
It is not that deep. The fajitas came out sizzling.
The fajitas did come out sizzling.
That's as far as it goes. What else is a man supposed to do when the fajitas come out sizzling?
Shut up. Shut up. Right, Fortnite situation is disappointing.
Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's Slopic is about the Fortnite situation. If you didn't see, about 2 weeks ago, Fortnite removed a Peacemaker emote from the game for potentially representing a swastika, saying they were inquiring into their partner's creative intentions with the emote. For context, the emote comes from a dance in the Season 2 intro of Peacemaker, and then later in the season it was revealed that Nazis are a plot point, and then people on Twitter theorized that the dance and its arm movements were foreshadowing this. Well, Fortnite...
That is probably the most Twitter has ever done in their life. They got a Fortnite emote removed, and then it got added back anyway and slightly changed.
I responded a few days later to say they worked with Warner Bros. To confirm there were no intentions to connect the emote to the Peacemaker storyline. They also said the emote would be returning, but they would be modifying it to avoid confusion. Then another week later, they finally
You're my
released...
favorite Brit YouTuber. Love the long-form content. Keep being you, bro.
Thank you, Dumbshift, for the 10. Appreciate it, man.
The updated version, changing the questionable arm poses to something else. Well, people weren't happy about this, complaining that they've completely ruined the emote due to chronically online Twitter warriors. Others asking why they didn't just change the emote to match another part of the dance from the intro. One quote tweet with 70,000 likes saying it's ridiculous they edited the emote due to the analysis of dumbasses, but there's a literal...
It's so ridiculous editing an emote because the analysis of dumbasses... when there's a literal pedophile in the shop. Oh, they're talking about the David stuff, right? Yeah, I don't understand like why. The thing is, David was never convicted, and I swear there's been an update with that where the charges got dropped. But I mean, that was a horrible situation. I'll see if there's an update on that actually. Or is it just still ongoing? I swear I heard it was dropped or something. Transfers home. Oh, no. That's no. I got it wrong. He transferred his home to his mom because they might try and seize it off him or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah. I mean, obviously always, you know, innocent until proven guilty. Always. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird how they didn't really acknowledge that.
Pedo in the item shop right now. I wasn't too sure if they're referring to Jared Leto.
Are you laying for the 21 months?
Or a character that's known as the Grab.
Did you see the pumpkin cat girl skin in Fortnite? I've seen art of it. Thank you, G, for the 5. He's going on an anti-Semitic rant about you because you wouldn't play his TTS. He spent $20 for nothing. I get mods that like manually review the donos, so maybe one of them caught it. Thank you, Go, for the 2.
Others pointing out that the emote for Monster Mash has even worse arm movements, but hasn't been changed. Overall, who cares? Fall Guys is better.
Who cares? Have we got any more slop? Or is that it for the slop? That's it. Okay. I did want to go over this. There's this this website called VoiceCell. It says your voice says a lot about you. This tool accurately measures your voice frequency and analyzes it to determine if you're a voice cell or not. The tool is designed to help you understand your voice and how it is perceived by others. Please speak loudly and clearly or record your voice for 10 seconds. We don't store any recordings or results. The entire test is done on client side and not on our servers. If you can't think of anything to say, you can read this script. Okay, all right. I'm going to do normal voice. And then I'm going to do like 2016 voice. And we're going to see, okay? Okay, it's 10 seconds, so I've got to read all that in 10 seconds. Hang on. Well, say the word. Okay, I'm not doing that. Right, okay. Shh, 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 shh. I am currently testing my voice. My favorite color is blue. The sky is sunny. My voice is loud and clear. Okay, what? How is that? What? How is that voice set? Now I'm doing that again. So you need, why is it just saying, I'm so sorry? I'm so sorry. 85 hertz is deep voice. Okay, no. We're doing that again. No. It's obviously like a troll website or something. Shut up. Shut up. We're gonna do it again. Shut up. I'm currently testing my voice. My favorite color is blue. The sky is sunny. My voice is loud and clear. I'm using a proper mic. My environment is quiet. Okay, so that was slightly better. That was slightly better. Slightly. God damn. Okay. Okay. One more time. One more time. I'm currently testing my voice. My favorite color is blue. The sky is sunny. My voice is loud and clear. I'm using a proper mic. My environment is quiet. Yeah, fuck off. It's such a... Okay, wait. How do I do the... Okay. I'm currently testing my voice. My favorite color is blue. The sky is sunny. My voice is loud and clear. I'm using a proper mic. My... Okay, so that was even more voice cell. How did I speak? Like, unironically, how did I speak back then? How did I need to like voice train myself, man. Hang on. Let's just look up car sex. Okay. It's best. Okay, that's gonna be just saying slurs. What's an old video? What's an old video? What's an old video we could pull up? Woman eats sand. Oh, good shout. Okay. All right. And. Oh god, I was always a furry. It's over.
Hey Pyro, I've been watching you since I was a little crotch goblin, and now I'm about to graduate college and get married. Thanks for all the years of entertainment, Grandpa.
Grandpa? Thanks for the 10. $10.69. Thank you, NTX, for the 13. Watch the updated Cryosphere speedrunning video with DRSM. I'll save this for another stream. Hang on. Oh, God. Is it this one?
Hey, guys.
I won't watch it now. I need to learn how I sounded. Hang on. Shh.
It was called Eating Sand, My Strange Addiction.
Eating sand, my strange addiction. Okay, I think I got it. I am currently testing my voice. My favorite color is blue. The sky is sunny. My voice is loud and clear. How's it going, everyone? Flashbang here. It's like, can I get a voice that just isn't soy? What the fuck am I doing wrong? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong here? Genuinely. You sound like James from Team Rocket. So, guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers. 250,000 subscribers and still growing. Why is it? It's just saying I'm so sorry. Like, there's nothing I can do. Do corpse husband voice?
Did I play Among Us? I play Among Us with all my women friends. I love women so much. Women's rights.
Is it Chad though? Is it Chad though? Like, genuinely, is it Chad? I don't think it's Chad. That was corpse husband. What do you mean that was a bad corpse husband? Your voice is very deep. Certified Chad. Oh, do Markiplier? That's a good one. Hello,
Hello everyone, my name is Markiplier and I love a glass of milk. I love drinking milk straight after having sex with women. And
Oh, he got called a voice cell. It's over. It's over. Like, unless you have, like, throat aids, I think it will just always classify you as a voice cell. Like, no matter what. Do Blade. He doesn't speak. Life is all about that drain. My name is Blade. My best friend is Echo 2K. We are from Sweden. Mid. Okay, why does he get... Blade gets mid, but I get voice cell? Are you for real? That's... No, I don't believe this. No, this is bullshit. It's like, if you do the opposite thing, you get a deeper voice. They actually call Bladey mid. They call Bladey mid. Oh, do a Dolan voice? Okay. See, I'm not like Jacksepticeye. I can't do a huge plethora of voices. Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's topic, I beat Pyro to another topic because my videos are 30 seconds. No, that one's accurate. That's like the only one I've seen that's accurate so far. That's like the most accurate reading that I've seen this entire test. Do a Charlie voice? Okay. How's it going? Okay.
How's it going everyone? It's me, Critical. Today I found this insanely crazy topic and I actually make so much dirty, stinking, filthy rich money I'm turning off donos.
He got called mid? Okay. Critical got called mid. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Do Max Mofo? Oh, God.
Hey, you massive legends! Today I'm going to be opening some fucking Pokemon boxes! I spent way too much fucking money on! Watch my podcast!
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. That one's accurate. Did Jacksepticeye?
Top of the morning, chilladdies. My name's Jacksepticeye. And today I'm going to be playing a horror game that Corey Kenshin already beat me to. And then I'm going to make a tweet or...
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's also accurate. That one's also very accurate. I can't do Trump. Do Smiling Friends. I did like a semi-esque Smiling Friends voice in the Fear and Hunger video. What did I do? I voiced the Cockroach King in Fear and Hunger.
Why, yes, you have entered my kingdom. It is called reddit.com/rfunny. Yes, if you could please give me some Reddit gold so I can go back to the R lounge.
Yeah, I mean, that was a given. That was a given. Do XQC? I can't do his voice. I actually can't. Jam, a man of fortune, and Jay must seek my fortune. Henry Avery. 1994. Yeah. I could just do like... Yeah, that one was given. I'm running out of voices here. No, I'm running out of voices. I can't think I could do... Like, you're saying William Afton. I don't know what he sounds like. Do a grandpa voice.
Oh, back in my day, all we had was Discord. And now, you fucking new gens with your Telegram.
Like, imagine your granddad being called a voice cell. I'm trying to do something here. Oh, God, do Mr. Beast. I just gave this African village $200,000 to build their own water fountains, but only if they can eat the new flavor of the Feastables bar. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Can we do something here that can break the voice cell? Can we do something here that can break it? Or is it just impossible? Are we just washed? Do RFK? How'd you do that again? How'd you do RFK? Okay.
I was watching Five Nights at Freddy's the other day, long video for and the purple guy. He became purple because he took the vaccine.
Okay, I give up on this. I genuinely give up on this. I give up. I give up. I give up on this. I give up on this. I give up on this. I can't do Tony Soprano. You sound like a YouTube poop. Okay. There is something I wanted to go over here before I get into the React Andy. Oh, Calypso Kid. Okay, hang on. This is the last one I'll do. Okay. That's one I can do. I mean, we know it's going to be voice cell.
I've just had this Calypso. It is fucking minging. Suck your dad.
Glass smashes.
It's minging. It's fucking minging.
Oh, that was the highest voice cell rating yet. We nearly pushed 300. I like how it's deep voice Chad, just Chad, then it's voice cell, and then it's voice cell, it's over. I don't know how to... I don't know what I could say here in like a normal voice to try and get it. New voice cell personal record. Do Jesse Pinkman. I do not do a good Jesse Pinkman impersonation.
Yo, Mr. White! We gotta cook some blue, Mr. White! Don't watch El Camino on Netflix, Mr. White!
Yeah. Oh, that was nearly a PR, though. That was nearly a PR.
Say the words! Say you want this! Do not watch El Camino on Netflix, it's very underwhelming!
That was the exact same score. That was the exact same score. No, when he aims the gun at what, he's like, say the words! I am not a voice cell. 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 Oh my god, I broke it. Oh my god. Wait, that's the meta. That's the meta. If you say... The thing is, I'm going to keep fucking my voice up more and more doing this. So my voice is just going to get actually worse over time and more gravelly. And then I'll probably be able... So if I did this for like 3 hours straight, I'd probably be able to get deep voice Chad. Hold your nose and do it. I mean, I'd much rather get mid. I'd much rather get mid. Who's Stephen Hawking? I can't do a good voice of that. But I'll try.
I was not on Jeffrey Epstein's island. There is no proof. I was not on the flight logs. That did not happen.
Oh, he got voice cell. That's not even his voice. It's a voice synthesizer. Crazy. All right. One thing I did want to go over that was kind of funny. Why is your tabs called Fart Master? Okay, wait. We're getting into that. We're getting into that. Okay, I'm done with this now. So yeah, all right. I felt like I've kind of warmed up now. Okay. Yeah, so I woke up and I scrolled Twitter, which is a big mistake. And then I saw this story regarding the YouTuber 3 Clicks Philip, if anyone has seen this. What I'm about to talk about now is probably the biggest incident of friendly fire and projection I have ever seen in my life. But yeah, so this guy's like a CS YouTuber. I have actually watched him. I like the bit that he just seems to add a lens flare to like every thumbnail. Yeah, I don't know where that bit came from, but I've been watching this guy on and off, not avidly, for a fair few years, especially when I was, you know, into the whole CSGO scene. I'm not anymore. The game fell off, except my inventory, which has kind of gone up. And then he's got 2 other channels as well. Clicks Philip. It's like kind of more personalized content, I think, like vlogs and that. And then also he's got a second channel, 2 Clicks Philip. You know, I mean, everyone's got like multiple channels at this point. I've got my own slop channel and stuff. I mean, it's not really that much of a biggie. But then apparently he started to use or like reference AI in his videos. And obviously we know what happens. You use AI, Twitter gets very angry at you. They don't like that very much. So I think there's like an example here.
Require an internet connection regardless. I'm not an expert on DDoS attacks, so I'll keep this simple.
Yeah, so he just has like AI generated skibbity toilet outside Valve offices. I mean, there was another example here where I think he used like a Reddit post or... And it was just walking around like a CSGO map, basically, Inferno. So he's obviously using AI in his content. And like loads of people have done this, right? Loads of people. Like one example that I always bring up is Rad Brad, who's like OG YouTuber, like super respected. I mean, that's AI. That's AI. That's AI. He uses AI for like all his thumbnails. And no one really cares. You know, I guess it depends on like the audience and stuff. And then on Twitter, a lot of people started to actually notice him avoiding Fartmaster. Oh no, we're getting to that. Believe me, we're getting to that. I've got it. Dude, we're doing like the season 1 recap right now. Can you be quiet? Thank you. But yeah. And then there was this tweet that everyone kind of gravitated towards because there's loads of people here that are like criticizing him, falling off with the zillion AI generated images. And then he basically points out that everyone criticizing him is trans. Trans jump scare. So yeah. And then obviously this tweet, for quite obvious reasons, made a lot of trans people quite angry at him, quite disappointed. And then this is the thing that happens on Twitter. You go after a group of people. They could be, you know, artists. They could be trans. They could be, God forbid, into Valorant. And then eventually they come for you, right? Like, you know, he, without shame, cast the first stone. And it's on Twitter. So then immediately someone quote tweeted and they said 3 Kicks Philip had an alt account on YouTube called Fartmaster where he posted fart fetish videos. Now, the elephant in the room, or the brap in the room, I should say. I am the one talking about this. Wait. Okay, Tom Hanks gif. Wait. Okay? There's more to it. I should not be the one talking about this, by the way. But anyway. Look, man. Okay, just let me finish the story. So he has this channel, Fartmaster, where he basically just does fart videos over and over. Top 10 of Fartmaster's best farts. 3 exotic farts for your enjoyment. Can we stop saying I'm bricked? Can we stop saying I'm straight up bricked? This is me on an alt account. Okay, you didn't need to bring that one up. What's the most viewed video? Girl gets farted on and locked in a luxury car. I need a minute to process this. I need a minute to process this. Now, so chat right now is posting a mix of processing it in quotation marks, stand up, and the brick emoji. Right. So what I do want to say about this, I'm not into the... I can't even fucking explain how I'm not into it because it's just going to sound like cope. It's like a furry explaining how they're into like inflation and not fat. It's just going to sound like cope upon cope. Okay, there's no furries involved, right? Doesn't do anything for me. Okay? And too skinny. Okay? That's yeah, like it doesn't like it does nothing to my brain, okay? It does nothing. It does nothing. But anyway, are you subbed to him on your main? Shut up. So yeah, this is his account. And again, I do want to say, you know, if you're... Am I going to be the fucking one to defend him here out of all people? If you want to do this stuff, you know, go for it. It's your own life. You're an adult. Okay? Not sure why he brought trans people into it. Really not sure why about that one. But that basically kickstarted this entire thing. If he didn't do that, if he didn't go after trans people that were criticizing him and singled them out, then this probably never would have been found. Or less people would have been talking about it. No one ever said, I want to be fart master when I grow up. Okay. And then obviously, people basically proved that this was Philip pushing over a woman and farting on her. Philip and Vexy wish you a Merry Christmas. You know, I mean, obviously the guy's pretty kinky, right? I don't really see a problem with that. I think the biggest issue was obviously the fact that he basically singled out, like, you know, trans people. It's like there were definitely other people that weren't trans that were criticizing, but it was obviously because they were all lined up. It's like, oh, easy target, which just, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And then there's other videos like World's Longest Fart. I'm not playing that. I've subjected chat to enough today. I'm not playing that one. I'm going to save it for later. And then what people did is that entire thing that started everything, where he picked out trans people and was like, you're trans. But where's the actual tweet? I'm trying to find it now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they basically did the exact same thing to him, where they just singled out like all the kind of tweets that he made. Not sure he's got underwear on his head, but you know. And then there was this as well. Breaking news. The sealed graffiti fart, Dust Brown, terrible name, has been going up in price after many ex-users found out about the old 3 Kicks Philip YouTube channel named Fart Master, where he would upload videos of himself farting on various objects and his girlfriend. So it actually went up in price to try and snide him. That's crazy. And then obviously there were loads of people like in the comments. This is someone's dark twisted fantasy. The new CS2 update looks too gassy. But yeah, Taylor's old as time. You go after a group and the group fights back. But yeah, I mean, my takeaway from that is, okay, again, this is coming from me. If he's into fart stuff, who cares, right? Who gives a shit? Like, I don't really see a problem. Like, you know. But, I mean, the thing is, what I've noticed from personal experience is people that try to persecute other people for being into weird stuff are usually the biggest projectors. They are like an IMAX cinema projector. So, you know, just let people do what they want, whatever. But obviously, him picking a fight with people, and obviously, those people criticized him for AI, but then he kind of jumped the gun and said, yeah, but you're trans. Like that somehow devalues their argument at all. I don't know, just bizarre. But yeah, it talked about farts, so I thought that was kind of funny. Right. Okay, anyways. Thank you, Protector, for the 1. Fan since small loan of $1 million. Holy old head. All right. TikTok has destroyed hobbies. That was a crazy story. Oh my god. Have you checked out Clover Pit? Thank you, Ringo, for the 33 months. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's crazy. I just got back from hospital and I see Fart Master on my favorite Twink stream.
Y'all, we're gonna pull this freaking card. And with all of this, I swear if I don't pull him, I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point.
I'm going to sound like such a loser. I never got collecting sneakers. I really never got it.
Remember when hobbies were just, you know, fun? You liked sneakers, so you bought sneakers. You actually played the video games, not reviewed the frame rates. Now,
Basic white boy alert. He's got way too much fragrance, and he's got loads of shoes. It's over.
In order to be a part of the hobby and the community, you
Is that a Beats by Dre speaker? Oh, it's over.
have to pay a toll to get into it. I'm talking $5,000 for that setup, a ring light, and a massive Amazon haul just to consider yourself a
I think genuinely the reason why it's gotten so bad is a mix of like, obviously TikTok competition. You need to outdo everyone. You know, it's like, I have to have the best setup. I have to have the best sneaker collection. But then it's also unironically like supercharged autism, where it's like, you know, you get like kind of a hyperfixation kind of thing. And then that gets supercharged by the algorithm. So it's almost like this kind of endless feedback loop.
hobbyist. TikTok changed hobbies for the worst. It essentially like turned them into performative art. TikTok has hijacked all of the hobbies that we've come to know and love.
I think the reason why it got so bad as well is because once money becomes involved, there's an incentive to outdo everyone else. Because you get paid through TikTok. You know, every 10 billion views you get like a cent.
Especially things like collecting Pokemon cards.
Where's your shoe? My shoe is back in the UK. I might get it shipped over here though. Maybe. But the shipping cost will be astronomical.
Cards, video games, and things like streetwear and sneakers. And the platform has essentially turned them into side hustles, a way to make content on the internet, and just straight up competition.
Holy soy.
Casual hobby doesn't really exist anymore. Everything is a niche or subculture. And people on the internet make it seem like if you're not monetizing your hobby, you're not even doing it right. And the very first thing that I think about when it comes to hobbies that have been infiltrated by TikTok are Pokemon cards. The Pokemon card...
Okay, this is because of money. Because people see this as stocks. You buy it, and then you sit on it, and then it goes up in value. That's the only reason why you get like all these absolute grifters just buying into it. I mean, even I've tried to do that. I told a story the other day when I was at PAX in Melbourne, how I tried to buy this like Pokemon card, this Yu-Gi-Oh card, and it didn't go through. Like, I thought it looked cool, but then at the same time, I mean, like, I got Pokemon cards here, actually. Hang on. I mean, my main collection's at home. My main collection is worth, like, basically nothing. Wow, these cards suck. Wow, these cards... Okay, never mind. I don't know where I got these from. These cards... Did I not bring my good cards with me? I guess not. These cards are actually terrible, though. Look at that. There's a glowy one somewhere. Shiny. Okay, can someone confirm if this is worth, like, $3,000 or something? Because I'll have no idea. I just see shiny and I'm like, wait a minute. Is that worth money now? Maybe.
Hype is back, but not really in a good way. Resellers and stores have essentially turned your childhood nostalgia into a luxury collectible. Now, originally, Pokemon cards were made for kids, but right now, it seems like they're being auctioned like assets. There are a lot of creators out there who are using Pokemon cards as a platform to blow up online. And then there are the resellers, the TikTok and whatnot live streamers.
Please play his video farting along to music. It's incredible work. I've heard.
You want me to play Fart Kings farting along to music? It's incredible work. I've heard. Curious. And I bet you that's a video with like 2,000 views. Curious how you'd know about that one.
Who essentially use scams to try and get people out of their money and their cards. And these people are really scummy. Packs are weighed, resealed, or even just opened off camera. And then they sell it to unsuspecting customers online. And right now, this hobby is absolutely impossible for the average person to get into. All of the card stock is bought up in the stores before you even have a chance to get it.
It's not a hobby anymore, though. It's a business. This is what happened with Prime, by the way, with KSI and Logan Paul. This is the exact same thing that happened. It builds up so much hype, and then, like, Pokemon themselves, or Game Freak or whatever, they won't do anything to stop this because it makes their business even bigger. It's like when KSI was like, you know, I remember this clip of like KSI raging at this guy that was like selling Wakey wines It was like this bottle shop in the UK, and he was selling Prime for like 50 quid a bottle or something because he somehow got a shipment early. And then KSI was freaking out, calling him a scammer. But then like 3 videos later, KSI is watching like a bunch of guys buy like 7 pallets of Prime to resell it. And then he basically congratulated them.
People are waiting outside of Targets and Walmarts just to get their hands on a single pack. And this has resulted in prices exploding again, thanks to all of the people online flaunting their expensive cards. And essentially the average person or collector who just wants to try and get...
Yeah, I feel bad for the kids, man. Like, they can't even get into Pokemon now because you got a bunch of like, you know, fat boomers just like rinsing all the cards
into the hobby, can't even get their hands on a single pack, which has resulted in them getting essentially completely priced out of the hobby. Everything has become gamified, and it's almost a competition to even get your hands on them. And the majority of these people are grown men who are going out of their way to take stock from kids who really want to get their
like they
cards.
are actually like
point, a lot of it is
that guy was like 40 as well.
Gambling as well. Essentially, every time you rip open a pack, it has a chance to get a rare card. And it's always been like this with Pokemon cards and even just cards in general, but it has become even more so apparent with the way people are doing it online, creating content, ripping hundreds of packs. And they're essentially doing this to get monetized, get people watching their videos. To any person watching, this just looks ridiculous. Like a YouTuber can get 100+ packs of Pokemon cards where you can't even go to your regular retail store and get like one. And even the recent Pokemon
Dude, that guy's like 35. Like, unironically, what are you doing?
vending machines that have been popping up at grocery stores have been getting raided too. Grown-ass men with spreadsheets who have been waiting in line since dawn just to get their hands on these Pokemon cards to resell them to kids. And I know not the majority of the audience are kids, but children are who the target audience of Pokemon cards is for. And with Pokemon cards, it feels like it's not even collecting anymore. It's just gambling with nostalgia. Which leads on to my next point, that hobbies are no longer for you, they're for the algorithm. Essentially, if you perform...
Well, it's just money. It's always going to be about money.
It's better than you're actually participating in it. Hobbies used to be enjoyed in private for your own joy. And now they're just used as like public proof or a way to boost your social status online. And TikTok is the main culprit because it has made everything about visibility. If you're not posting about it, it essentially doesn't exist and you don't even know why you're doing it. And that creates the pressure to overdo everything. I'm talking about more gear, more content, and just more spending in general, which just results in less fun.
I think, honestly, the top 5, they have to be in the top 5 worst people in the world. Scalpers. Always scalpers. And they will never go away as long as the industry always allows it as well. You know, it's like Pokemon scalpers. You've got ticket scalpers. It's just terrible. Like, this will always be a problem.
For the people who really just want to enjoy their hobby privately. And even things like day in the life of a gamer or a closet tour or a sneaker collection, all of these videos have become polished like TV ads. And with TikTok, the platform rewards aesthetics, not progress or actually the enjoyment.
Oh no, that's why I said top 5. Because there's probably at least 4 groups of people that are worse than scalpers.
Of the hobby itself. It's all about the setup and the shot and not the skill or the knowledge or even just the joy you find.
It's like, you'll obviously always want to copy what gives you success, right? That'll always be a thing. And that's kind of fine. You know, it's like, I'm here today because I copied, you know, MLG videos. And then I copied Leafy is here. You know, everyone copies everyone that's doing well. But I swear, like, I'll be scrolling on TikTok or like YouTube and stuff, and it's just miserable. It's like, I don't know if any of you get like fitness related content recommended to you, and the amount of people that open up with the engagement bait of like, if you have a Coke Zero, you'll get cancer and die. And then they open up with a study that shows that it was only done in rats and you need to drink like 30 cans a day. But it's like, you said it's going to kill me at the start to engagement bait me into watching the content. Like, please die in a video game.
In the hobby itself. And if we're talking about hobbies, we have to talk about sneaker collecting. It seems like
And it's the same thing with these PC setups as well. It's like most people that do these, they'll copy someone else's setup as well to actually make it in the first place, like the all-white setup and stuff.
There's a genuine pipeline of becoming a sneakerhead to later becoming a reseller. With TikTok and the sneaker culture in general, it doesn't seem like it's about the love of collecting the shoes anymore. It's about being first to the newest shoe or even just flipping them for cash. love of collecting the shoes anymore.
Like, I'm not joking. At that point, it is autism. Because I could so imagine a furry collecting like a bunch of, I don't know, little models or figures or like art or something like that, right? But that many sneakers? That many, dude?
It's about
That is dedicated autism. That is not a hobby.
being first to the newest shoe, or even just flipping them for cash. And although the resale market has gone down quite a bit, resellers still continue to flood the space, especially for the limited drops. And this again is leaving the casual fans to be priced out. It seems like sneaker hobbyists and resellers have become stockbrokers where they treat drops like investments. And it's no longer about self-expression or having a genuine love for the history behind these shoes. And let's not forget about the worst part, which are bots. The computer bots online are buying up the entire
Scalpers be like, I gotta sleep. That sucks. Let me run a botnet.
stock before you even get a chance to click add to cart. And you're not even competing with real people. Sometimes even general release sneakers that are made for everyone are selling out like concert tickets. But this just goes to show that literally everything
No, you didn't do that.
can be monetized. And you would think this would be the worst of it, but even the hobby of video games are getting ruined. For example, this thing right here. This is the recently released Nintendo Switch 2. And Nintendo has decided to price their games at $70
It's just madness, man, genuinely.
plus for new games and $80 for Nintendo exclusive games like Mario Kart World. The pre-orders went insane for these. People were paying ridiculous prices. And even a couple months after this console came out, it is still selling out in stores. And with the console costing so much money and the games costing so much
Switch 2 is $450. Virtual games cost $80. And physical games will be...
money, it just feels like
Why, man? I'll always have this argument, like, Nintendo fan base are, like, so rabid. Nintendo will take a shit on them, and they will literally just be like, oh, please more. I don't even like that, but please more. Like, it's just... They'll be actually grateful that they even spread their ass cheeks for them. This is why you never get Nintendo games that are like discounted and stuff. Like nowhere near as much as like, you know, like Steam or like Xbox or like, you know, Snoy.
like there's a high ceiling of entry to anyone who wants to get into the space.
But because the fan base never clap back at them, they don't care. Like Xbox, people complain. Steam, people complain. But I've never heard a Nintendo fan complain. They'll probably, the only thing a Nintendo fan will complain about is like there was only 7 Pokemon games that year instead of 8.
Anytime you want to pick up a new hobby with TikTok, you're going to be
A 5-year-old game is like $60. Yep.
paying $200, $300, $400+ just to get started. And online, a lot of people who are really into gaming collect video games. And
I remember this. I wanted to get into video game collecting, but then the worst thing in the world happened. People started to grade video games. And then it was over. And then it was over. I remember like going to conventions, seeing PS1 games, buying them, and being like, okay, this is cool. Like I bought like this is a game called like Vib Ribbon. I bought that. Hang on. It was Vib Ribbon on the PS1. That was good. And then there was Cooler World as well on the PS1. That was really good. And they were pretty expensive. They were like 60, 70 quid. But now I guarantee you... Let's have a look, actually. Cooler World eBay. Let's see how much this is if you get it graded. Is there any gradings for it? It's sold out. What about Vib Ribbon? Let's have a look. Oh, they're not graded? Hang on. I could be chatting. Ah, there we go. £2,000! £2,000! I bought that, like, basically mint condition. There's no scratches, no cracks. The disc was perfect. For 60 quid. Like 4 years ago. And now someone's like, well, actually, if you look with the microfiber cloth, it's actually ranked as an 8.5, so it's now worth 2,000. It's like, where do they pull these numbers from, man? Just means nothing.
Display them on their shelves.
It's £110 on CEX. I mean, I bought it for 60, so that's not too much worse.
And it's like some people collect the games not even really to play them, but more just to kind of keep them on the wall like a wine cellar. What happened to buying a game, playing it, and having fun?
I don't know. Okay, I disagree with that. I don't see a problem with that. Like for people that are collectors, if you're collecting video games, I don't think there's an issue with that. I think there's an issue with the whole grading scene. How someone was like, actually, it's worth this much money now. Because again, once something becomes like a hustle, then you get the people that are actual hoarders and they're not actually collectors.
Keep them on the wall like a...
Emulators are free. Also true. But I mean, I had a couple PS1 games. I didn't really bring much with me here. It was just like when I moved to Australia, I just bought clothes and stuff. Most of it is like back home, but...
Wine cellar. What happened to buying a game, playing it, and having fun?
Yeah, I'd say collecting is a legit hobby. I'm not saying... I don't think because you own a game, you have to play it. I had a few N64 games. I had a few PS1 games, and I wouldn't play them. I'd just keep them because it was like, oh, this looks cool.
Fun.
You know, it's like you can't get video game. You can barely get video games now anymore where it's like you get the game and then you actually... what was the example I was trying to bring up? The experience of like when you get a video game when you're a kid and your parents like driving you home or something, you open it up and you're just like reading the manual, like going over it. Soul. You won't get that anymore.
And with special edition consoles or games like Pokemon, The Legend of Zelda, Mario, or even just like Call of Duty, we've seen collectors flexing their unopened packages like stock portfolios.
I mean, if you're flexing anything Nintendo, it's over, so...
Everyone's going after the collector's editions of these games, but they never even open them. And physical copies of video games are even harder to get your hands on because a lot of companies are pushing for digital games. And I feel like physical games should be the standard and not the exception. It's like whenever I purchase a game, I want to physically have it in my hands. This allows...
This man doesn't have the right to say anything about it since he has shoes and fragrances unused behind him.
Me the full ownership of it, and if I ever want to...
Could you imagine he just made this entire video like out of spite because he tried to get like Cyberpunk on Switch and it was sold out?
Sell it is really easy to. Right now, it doesn't seem like gaming is really...
There definitely is a grift, but I don't think everything... Like, if you're a collector in anything, it's not immediately a grift.
Much of a hobby. It's more so a hustle now.
Like, I never got shoes. I don't get it. You know, some people say to me, I don't get the statue that you own of your character that's like 200 tons. And it's like, okay, fair enough. But I don't get why you have the same pair of shoes, the same brand of shoes, they're just slightly different colors. I mean, you know, each their own kind of thing, you know?
Now, a lot of content creators have blown up off video games. And it seems like most people are using it as a platform to grow an audience online. And I'm totally all for that. But gaming used to be a chill hobby. Now it's a grind. And it's not a grind in the game, it's a grind for content. TikTok essentially turned the casual gaming atmosphere into a performance. You gotta have the...
That's true. He's 100% right there. That's true.
Clips, you gotta have the builds for...
Now everything has to be like cinema, the best setup.
Your PC, you gotta have the best setup. It seems...
I don't know why. That setup looks really bad, by the way. That setup looks... Not the setup, but the... Why would you set your camera up there? That just looks really claustrophobic to me.
The best setup. It seems like the streaming culture in general has kind of made it almost where people feel like if you're not monetizing your game...
Yeah, it's crazy to think, like, compared to when I was kind of blowing up back in, like, 2016, 2017, how many more people are now scrambling to become content creators compared to now as to back then.
Gameplay,
there must be, like... There must be thousands of people every single day that are just streaming Warzone. No, there must be tens of thousands of people. That's not right either. I'd say they'd be pretty close right now to about 10,000 people that are streaming Warzone to like one viewer. And they're all like just hoping that they get to blow up one day.
Losing out. And for anyone in the streaming community, you're not just playing for...
Have you ever considered doing a Silent Hill marathon? I wanted to do a Call of Duty marathon, but it kind of fell off. But yeah, I might get back to that.
Fun. You're essentially creating a highlight reel to get...
Oh, not all the steak garbage, man. The roulette.
Engagement on your YouTube or your TikTok. And if...
Bro's wife Won him life-changing money on the chicken game.
And of course, people are still spending crazy amounts of money on all of their setups as well. It seems like all of the keyboard and monitors.
You don't look at this. You're going to get eye cancer if you spend more than like 3 weeks in that room. Oh man. That we're doing too much here. That's trying way too hard.
Setup.
My setup behind me, right? My setup right now. It looks like the fucking back rooms. I look like I'm on a set. Because there's just no personality here. There's nothing. But like, you know, like this is the complete opposite of that, where it just looks awful.
Videos that I've seen online are more curated than their closet or their apartment. It just looks like a command
Why'd you need that?
desk at that point. And right now, the era that we're in is essentially the apartment. It just looks like a command desk at that point.
What the fuck is wrong? What?
And right now,
oh yeah, he puts in like tens of thousands of dollars into doing his room out, and then he gets the like the shitty DXR XD gaming racer chair that like ruins your back, by the way.
Closet or their apartment. It just looks like a.
I can't sit in one of those chairs for more than 5 minutes, man. Like I got a Herman Miller chair. I'm very spoilt for that. But I've had like the same one for the past like 5 years. Best investment ever.
Command desk at that point. And right now, the era that we're in is essentially
trans lights. I think it was RGB, but
actually the fast fashion of hobbies. TikTok is always cycling.
Hobby maxing list. Meditating, journaling, learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, chess or strategy games, stand-up comedy, podcasting, leatherworking, woodworking, gardening, swimming, bird watching, astronomy, fashion, scent collecting, cold plunges, music production. So you basically have listed every single thing a human can do in our society that isn't drinking and vaping. Wow, that's very brave, actually. My goodness. What a philosopher we have here, ladies and gentlemen.
These trends of hobbies like you're changing outfits. Like the first thing is Pokemon cards, and then it's vinyl collecting, and then it's Legos, and then now it's custom keyboards. And essentially every hobby has become this like cycle of a dopamine hit.
See, this is my favorite part of the video. He's spitting the most facts here. The complaining about video games was a bit soy, but he's right here. This video should have been reframed as like, why is everyone depressed? Because when are you looking at your phone? You're looking at your phone when there's downtime. You're not doing anything. You're bored. You might be hungover or something, you know? And then it's like, here's all the things that I'm doing that you're not doing. You're fucking up and failing your life.
You buy into the hobby, you post.
But yeah, it's like what I said earlier. Like it's now became a business to create content like this. It has become a living, a hustle.
About it, you flex it, you get burnt out, and then you repeat the entire cycle for the next hobby. Essentially, instead of building the...
I know I've said this a lot like a dementia patient. The best advice Seth Everman ever said to me, well, it wasn't advice, but like, I remember like when I was with Seth Everman, he commented on yesterday's stream, little lurker. But I remember when I was sat with him in a bar in Sweden, in Stockholm, and his phone was black and white. And I was like, what are you, fucking colorblind or something? And then he said, no, I don't want to engage with my phone. I was like, okay, fair enough. And then he said to me, if you scroll TikTok or like IG Reels for 10 minutes and you close your phone, do you remember a single thing that you saw that was like valuable or important? No. I mean, like, the algorithm is just evil, man. It's almost like I'll scroll it to get video ideas, but then it's like, okay, this sounds really bad, but it's like, but then I have to click share, and then I have to click out the app, and I have to go onto another app, and then I have to press send. But I could just keep scrolling and I'll remember it, but you never remember it. You never remember it. It's like they've designed it in the best way to make sure you're always hooked on this stuff.
The skills and the knowledge behind one specific hobby, people are just chasing to the next hyperfixation and not enjoying the process. There have been some ridiculous hobbies.
I wish I could turn off YouTube Shorts. Thankfully for me, YouTube Shorts is that fucking bad that I'm not engaged in it at all. I'm not engaged. IG Reels is funny for reasons I can't say. And also because I'm getting tagged every 5 seconds. Thank you for the free art. But yeah, YouTube Shorts is like, oh, here's this film clip. Here's this TV clip with sad music playing over it. From like a Chinese bot account that's just spam uploading these clips.
Coming up recently on TikTok as well. A lot of people are getting into coloring books and buying $400 plus markers. Or we can talk about the
Oh yeah, the cope of if I buy the more expensive thing, it'll make me a better person or it'll improve my craft.
people who are really into buying books. Essentially, these people have 300 plus books and haven't read a majority.
The problem is, we're in a society now, where it's like, you need to do whatever makes you happy. But then you're constantly being recommended people that seem to be doing better than you. So it makes you feel inferior and it makes you feel like you need to copy them. But at the same time, they're just being fucking performative. They're not even doing anything. Like, you think they actually care about half the stuff that they post about?
The worst part is, I feel like TikTok has essentially flipped it where it feels like overconsumption.
I'm going to make this pencil. I'm going to make this short form app.
I'm gonna make this short form app disappear. Ta-da! It's gone.
Is the actual hobby itself. Like, is it actually a hobby or are you just addicted to shopping? You're not into fashion if you just buy outfits. And you're not a genuine collector of Pokemon cards if you never open the box. Everything has completely gone out of control. We got the tier list, the haul culture, and just unboxing videos in general. It feels like watching these videos is speedrunning hobbies that we haven't even tried yet. Real hobbies take time, but TikTok doesn't care about any of that. It rewards purchase, not the actual act of enjoying it itself. And eventually,
Or it's just saturation.
whenever you get
W video. Yeah, I'd say you hit the mark on most things here. I'd say it's pretty solid.
too far down the rabbit hole of a hobby, you're just kind of getting introduced to a cult. It's like you're not a real
Top 5 niche men's colognes.
hobbyist.
I didn't even get into cologne until recently. I got this one actually, hang on. There's this fragrance that I got into recently called Le Labo, and they released this one called the Noir 19. You see it there? This stuff is like cinema. Way too expensive though. I think it was like over £100. Hopefully it'll last me a couple of months. But yeah, I could never imagine. I've known a couple of people that have got into like a fragrance collection. But then when you have people that are like dictating to you what stuff you should use, it's like you should be shot. Pharmacy R perfume. It looks like it belongs in a lab. That's why it looks cool though. The label's like printed on and stuff. I have it. It smells like ass. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's not Le Boo-Boo. It's called Le Labo, you idiot. It's not called Le Boo-Boo. Are you sure it was... Oh, it's 29. It's Noir 29. The Noir 29. Yep. It's not called Le Boo-Boo fragrance. Shut up, man!
Unless you use the specific brand everyone else is using.
Canna deodorant. That's what I'd always use. Like Lynx Africa, I never really got it. You know, it's like kind of... I mean, some people will get that kind of like autism again, where it's like they'll get really into something and it becomes a hobby. And it's like, yeah, fair enough. To me, I never got into colognes because they all smell the same. This one smells like 2% different. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll buy it. Anyway.
You buy the specific gear or just follow their rituals in general. It's like using the same type of language. And casual fans are continuing to get shut out, either because of the price, knowledge gaps, or just not playing into like the TikTok aesthetic game. It's not.
He makes a good point there as well, because it's like the reason why people feel that there's such a gap is because people will purposely show you the top of their game, the biggest sneaker collection, the most expensive fragrance collection, the most expensive CSGO inventory, the most expensive keyboard or microphone. And it's like, they won't show you how they did it. They just show you the end product because it looks aesthetically pleasing. Therefore, the algorithm promotes it more. Get the WhatsApp cologne. God, I fucking wish.
About just doing the thing. It's about looking like you're doing the thing. And this applies to literally every hobby you can think of. I'm talking about people.
Be careful to not get into hobbies. They may turn into fetishes. That sounds like a you problem.
People who are into motorcycles, people who are into knives, or even just going to the gym. If you don't use the right...
I mean, I'd say the gym is very important. The gym, I mean, for me personally, not for everyone, but for me, it's essential. But that's because I'm sat on my ass like pretty much all day working.
Cycles, people who are...
That's not... I wouldn't say that's a hobby, honestly.
Knives.
But then I've always cried about this, right? Like with the health scene on TikTok and on IG Reels, where it's like, if you're not eating steak, avocado, eggs off a wooden cutting board, if you don't have a six-pack by the age of 10, you failed in life. And then obviously the biggest irony is, you know, the biggest way to cheat in the fitness industry is by, you know, human growth hormone, tren, what's that? Resaturid? I don't know. There's something that's like Ozempic 2 that everyone in the fitness industry is taking, but they never want to admit that because it's like then it destroys the illusion that they've made that they're basically perfect and better than you.
Going to the gym. If you don't use the right gear or follow kind of the status norm for everyone in the hobby, people will let you know that you're doing it wrong. And when it comes to hobbies, people are essentially just copying everyone else. And this just builds a group of people who are like, I've been here before you, I'm better than you. So it's like, how do you actually enjoy a hobby or just take hobbies back? I feel like it's just starting offline and starting small. It's like, try buying that $5 thrifted piece rather than going on Grailed and buying $500 of designer clothes. Gaming without streaming your gameplay. Dressing how you want to dress without...
I do that. I mean, there's loads of video games that I've played and I haven't streamed them. You know, I haven't finished a lot of them, but I've enjoyed doing that because one of my worries was if I only streamed games, if I only played games to stream them, I'd end up fucking miserable. I wouldn't want to play video games anymore. It's like, oh, this game came out, but then I got to stream it, and it's like, oh, you know. And a lot of people in chat right now might actually say, well, all you got to do is turn on stream and like react to getting free money, bro. It's fine. But I feel there's a difference between you kind of like off character, being, you know, in your own space, chilling and playing something, as opposed to having to constantly, you know, play a game while trying to like engage with chat, make them feel like they're being seen, you know, responding to stuff like that. There's definitely a difference, I'd say. Not too much of a difference, but there is. And then sometimes it's kind of like, I'll play video games. I mean, that's why I respect Charlie for like, Critical plays a lot of games off stream, but he started a gaming channel for that. And it's just like, it's very chill. He's not clip farming. It almost seems like anti-content nowadays. It looks like 2018 Let's Plays or something. But yeah, it's really chill. Thank you, Retro, for the 5. I'm the guy who paid you $100 to watch his job hunting video 2 months ago. Game collecting, what I post about, is all about aesthetics today. Oh, I remember you. Yeah, what's up? You paid me money to watch your video where you were like looking for a job, and then I told you to charge back the money. I remember this. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you ended up getting a job in the end. But yeah, it is about aesthetics, definitely.
Posting about it and collecting things without feeling the need to unbox them. I feel like the most interesting people have the best hobbies that no one even knows about. So are there even any hobbies left right now that you can get into that hasn't been essentially TikTokified? If everything has to have an aesthetic or be monetized.
I'm so happy, man, that I'm a YouTuber and not No, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful, unironically, that I got the platform and the fan base I did back in 2017 compared to now. Because it's just night and day. The amount of slop you need to put out, the amount of content, and then you basically make no money. You know, like my live channel, right? It's slop. It's definitely slop. But at least I get to be, you know, at least we get to kind of do the funny haha with it. You know, I would actually kill myself in a video game if I had to be like, you know, here's the top. Imagine like doing an ASAR, right? Like a series of tubes. And then it's like, here's the top 5 things that happened this week.
And posted online. What's even left that's just for you? When hobbies have now become content, like ripping open packs of Pokemon cards are getting millions of views on TikTok, we've essentially traded the joy of actually opening those packs for ourselves for attention. It's a weird circle now where it's like hobbies are essentially just buying things to get into hobbies. And when you are constantly trying out new hobbies every month, you've essentially lost the plot.
Thank you, Ursel, for the 14 months. Brap, Outer Wilds video when?
So let me know
I don't know if I'd ever do one of those.
in the comments below if there are any hobbies that you've picked up because of people online. And if you've made it this far, feel free to check out some of the other videos on my channel similar to this one. And
That was a good video. I think he did a really good job on that one. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end stream now. I did say it was gonna be a short one because I want to go spend some time with my family.
My family? I want to go say hi to my mummy and my daddy.
So, yeah. I'll catch you guys later. Maybe a stream tomorrow. Not sure. Because I'm going to catch up on Slop and Fear and Hunger. But, yeah. Take it easy. Bye-bye.